All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the Hector Arena here in beautiful Pictou, Nova Scotia for this quarterfinal matchup. You win, you move on, you lose, you go home. This game, the home team, the Brookfield Elks, and the visiting team, the West Hants Warriors. My name is Matt Dudelite.
Image? You gotta unmute it.
Sorry about that, folks. Just had to fix a couple things on our end here, but we're still here. So the Brookfield Elks, the home team, and the West Hants Warriors, the visiting team. Like I said, win and move on, lose and go home. The game's much more difficult to win now as the starting goaltender here for the West Hants Warriors, number 72, Dayton Theoret. And down in the Brookfield net, it's going to be number 1, Finn Grinton. Just about set to go here. If you're new to this, 3 15-minute periods. Overtime will be in the quarterfinals, 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, and then 3-on-3. And we will continue 3-on-3 until somebody scores. We're just about ready for puck drop. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Matt Dudelite for High Button Sports alongside Justin Belanger, and we are underway now at the Hector Arena. So West Hants Warriors trying to get the puck go to the zone here. Was Greeno down in his own end. A couple blind spots here for us here on this rink. We get the angle situated. The Elks are going to hold the zone there. That was Van Tassel. Van Tassel, a name that I recognize from playing ball in Brookfield. Now a big hit down there in the corner. West Hants is going to try and exit the zone. It goes back to Van Tassel. And we are going to have our very first penalty of the game. Just a mere 35 seconds into this one. And the Warriors are going to go to the power play. So that's going to be number 3, Kiever Matheson, as he gave his number right away to the timekeeper's box. So something tells me not his first penalty here. So the West Hants Warriors are going to go on their first power play. Puck's going to be ripped down the ice. We're just trying to get the camera situated here, folks. Bear with us. A weird arena here at Hector, but the game is live, and I'll do my best to give you the commentary version of the game. Now is shot there through a crowd there, and they're going to find the back of the net early. The Warriors, the captain, is going to lead the way. Montgomery, a shot through a screen. And Hugo Montgomery is going to come up. Huge here for the Warriors as they're going to strike first on the power play. Back down in the zone they go. Evan Collins, now that puck's going to be squirted out into the neutral zone. Johns is going to go back for it here for the Warriors. He'll partner that across there for Sanson. Sanson, stretch pass there for the target, miss. Grinton now, he's going to pick it up for the Elks. He's just going to get the red line and dump it in. It's going to end up down in behind the net. Here's the Warriors look to get broken out. The stretch pass there all the way up for Stevens. Stevens had it behind him. And now it's going to be dumped back inside the zone there by Bria Tanner. So the Warriors are back the other way. 2 games here to finish the night at Hector Arena and 2 more over at the Bell. So that's almost turned over just inside the blue line. Kierstead got a piece of that now. Collins as well. Stevens is away. Potential 2-on-1 here for the Warriors. Goes down in that little bit of a blind spot. Stevens takes a dump down there as Tanner's going to fire that down the ice, and that's going to get a piece of the stick there of the Warriors defender Avery McCausland. They're bumped there on the half wall. Kierstead's going to try and push through. Now as Collins went for the hit, but he eased off. So the puck got pushed away. Blanchard now. In behind the net now are the Elks looking for the equalizer here. 12:44 left up on the clock. Collins in there on the defensive side. Play continues. As away go the Hants Warriors. There's Sanson. That's McCausland down the left side. He fires that through the middle. My first look at both these teams here. Coming right from the Pictou County Wellness Center. Big hit there at the point. Crow gets a piece of Blanchard. Crow might have a step here now. In all alone is Crow. He's being chased down by McClellan, and a big poke check there now as Crow slides into the end wall looking for a penalty, but that was all puck. Now the stretch passes. They're sending the weak side winger out the left side. Collins on that. The dump in was fanned on. And now it's a turnover inside the blue line, but the Warriors are going to maintain possession now as the puck pushed through into the zone. McCausland back for it. Love the look of 0-4 instead of just 4. Although I'll be honest, it's a bit confusing right off the bat here. It's McClellan is going to look to stretch the D out here as Stevens is in there. He gets drilled into the end wall there by number 2, Cole Tatry. That's a big first hit there as that one rolls through the crease area down in our blind spot in the corner. Lance at the point for the Warriors is going to keep it in through the middle. Picked off now, and away goes Brookfield down the right side. Shot, they score! Logan Tatry after a huge hit. He'll slick back the lettuce, and he'll tie things up here. Back to square one, 1-1. And that's going to tie things up here, folks. So 1-1 tie here in the quarterfinals. Back we go to center ice. We should get situated now. Down inside the zone. Warriors are going to give chase. That's Lance down there. And now a shot out front, and they score again. Backdoor pass on the doorstep. And just like that, 2-1 Brookfield. And the defenseman Lance for the Warriors is upset with himself there, as that's going to be Patterson on the doorstep. And bang, bang, just like that, 2-1 Brookfield. So they give up the early goal. Now it looks like that hit down in the corner from Tatry really put some life into those legs now, as the Warriors are going to have to claw from behind once more. It's Van Tassel. He's going to pick the puck up. He'll fire that through the middle of the ice. That's picked off. Now Johns will get it. He's going to turn, fire it up the wall, but it's turned over. Matheson make a move to the middle. McPherson fires that cross ice. That's Crossman now back to the point. Shot there. That was blocked. Nobody can find it, including us up here in the booth. And we call it a booth, but really we're on a step. Van Tassel now will pinch down the line. The puck's going to be held in by Matheson as Green Lewis was on his way through. Now it's going to go back to the point. Van Tassel once again fires that. That goes off the pad there of the goaltender. Dayton Theoret. Now the puck's going to go all the way down. Searle's back here for the Elks. Searle being pressed there from behind. It's going to be rimmed around to the far corner. Picked up here. Van Tassel once again. He's going to cut back and go the other way. Picked up back to the point. Johns is going to fire that through. That's off the Tim Horton sign off the end wall. Searle's going to pick up the rebound. Up the half wall. Now the captain had to strip there. Montgomery. He's turned around now. Searle, he's upended. Play continues. Quarterfinal game, so the intensity is going to pick up a little bit here, and the bodies will be flying a little bit more. There's a shot there through a crowd, hits the skates of Searle in front. There's a rebound at the side of the net there, shot that hit the side of the net and goes wide. Van Tassel on the loose puck, and good bounce back shift here from the Warriors as they just gave up the lead. That puck tipped by Matheson. He's going to work his way down the left side, 1-on-4. Matheson makes a move, good diving play there from number 4, Avery McCausland, as he hit the deck and took away that lane. Now as they get tangled up in behind, Crow had that puck pushed off his stick. LeMay. The clearing attempt is now cleared out into the middle of the ice as they whack away at it here. Now it's going to be dumped inside the zone. So have to stick Bria Tanner. She's going to pinch around the other side. She read that. She's going to slot down from the right point. She'll keep the puck inside the zone. And Tanner, the captain here for the Elks. Now Crow is going to try and fire that one back up to the point, but it's picked off. Now with away go the Warriors in transition. Here goes Montgomery. He's going to have a step on Tanner. Montgomery down the left side. Goes to the forehand, back to the backhand shot there, and they score. He opens up the chest Superman style, and Hugo Montgomery comes up. Hugo once again as he gets his second of the game. If you came here with this game looking for goals scored, you came to the right spot, as we've got 4 in the first 6 minutes of the first period here. So this quarterfinal matchup well underway and wide open now as it gets. In over the line now, a shot from a distance, gets tipped up over the head of Sanson now. So that's going to be pushed back there by Gritton. Back to Wall. Wall, far as that goes up over the net. Nobody saw it until the very last second as they move down the wall. Now they're going to be tripped up. Up goes the arm. We're going to have a power play here as the Elks get the extra attacker on. Good read there by the goaltender, Grinton, as they wait for the Warriors to touch up. And now they will. So we'll have a power play opportunity here for the Elks.
There's been an incident and I'd like to talk about it.
DJ absolutely electric here at the Hector Arena, right on the money. The face-off's going to stay down inside the Warrior zone. Big penalty kill for them as they just tied the game, and a real short bench it seems like for the Warriors. 5 forwards and 5 D, so 14 players on the roster. West Hants obviously in the blue and orange. It's going to be moved back. Patterson, he takes a bump. Puck's out front of the net. Back up to the point. Tatry, Cole Tatry that is. And Tatry Logan out there as well. Back to the point for Wall. He fires that. That's off the shin pads of Montgomery. Montgomery playing in all facets of the game here. 2 goals. Now he's on the penalty kill and a block shot already. That's centering pass from behind the net. The Brookfield Elks will maintain. Patterson there. Tried to go backdoor to Tatry, but it was too far in the air there as he tried to bat that one out front there. And what a save from Theoret of the Warriors as he gets down into the butterfly, and he makes a great save on the power play here. 7:29 left to go in the first and 1:18 left in the penalty. Back to the point, Van Tassel. He'll have some room. He shoots that. It's tipped in front. Not sure off of what. Yet the Elks are going to take the lead on the power play. As Van Tassel, Rigby Van Tassel with the goal. As he'll lead the charge here. And he'll give his team the lead. 3-2 power play goal. Not sure what happened there, folks. Should be back now, though. Three to 1 here for the Elks. Well, the Warriors are going to try and tie things up here as they're going to maintain possession in the defensive zone, or in the offensive zone rather, now as that save is made. Rebounds cleared. Back down inside the zone. Warriors back for it now. As Monroe is going to pick that loose puck up. He's going to rim that off the wall. Kierstead's there on the left side point. That shot there was deflected. Now a shot through a crowd. That was blocked. Into the body there was Green Lewis. He's going to have a step down the right side. Oh, what a hit there coming through the middle with the head down, and he's a little bit shaken up there. He's slow to get back to his feet, but he is back to his feet now. The bodies are flying. Intensity picking up here at the Hector Arena. Good to see Green Lewis on his feet and getting back under his own will. That was a massive hit there as he just got caught coming through the middle with the back checker. Now is Montgomery with a burst of speed. He'll have a step, 1-on-2. Now he's got Collins coming late. Montgomery shot there and a glove save by the goaltender, Finn Gritton. So zigged when he should have zagged. And now we're gonna have a little bit of a delay in the game here. Something happening over there on the West Hants Warriors bench. We're trying to keep you updated as much as we can here. Just keep you updated on the progress if we find out any information at all, but Lewis is definitely going to be getting looked at down there. Scary moment there, but a big hit. Sometimes these things do happen in the game of hockey. There's no malicious hit there at all, just a big hard collision. Now it's going to be dumped down inside the zone. The Warriors are going to give that puck up now. Down in the corner. Another hit thrown now as Stevens tries to flick that up out of play, and he will off the mesh. So that face-off is going to come back down inside the zone. Face-off down to the right of Thierret. Push through out the face-off. It's going to come back to Wall. He'll partner that. Across the blue line now. Shot through a crowd. Tipped, and that goes up and over. Brinton now, he's going to be cleared in front of the net there as he was trying to find that puck. Now he's going to pick it back up in behind the net. He's going to go back to the point. Slap shot there. Goes through a crowd. That was off the stick of Cole Tatry. Now the puck sitting at the crease. Up into the high slot. Now still loose. Crow looking for it. Shot there was blocked in front. They look for it again because now it's going to be cleared here by the Warriors now as Wall will shoot that through a crowd. That hits a shin pad in front. That goes across the other side. Now as McCausland's going to eat that up against the end wall. 4:57 left here. 5 goals already in the first period as now the ref is going to blow the whistle. So he's seen enough of the pin down there. A couple words exchanged after the whistle here. Not sure what this song's called. Face-off one here by the Elks, and they're just going to swing it back to Wall at the point. Shot there through a crowd. There's a bunch of bodies in front anytime a shot comes from the point. Now as they're going to try and fire that. As the Warriors try and get in the zone. That was Sam Greeno trying to get loose. Now as that cross-ice pass is going to go all the way through the neutral zone. Partner pass across for Wall. Wall fires it cross-ice now for Tapper. It's Finn Tapper, and that's going to be sent the length of the ice here. It's going to be icing, so we'll flip it back down and go down inside the West Hants zone. So still no update on the DJ on fire here at the Hector Arena once again. And partner pass there might come outside the zone. Now it's going to stay inside there as Van Tassel's just going to rim that back around. Tapper down there battling against Lance. Tapper loses his stick. Now as McCumber's just going to fire that around the right side back to the point. Chip back down low by Searle. Tapper, nice spin move there as he gets away from Lance. He'll have a step now. Tapper shot there, hits the pad of Thierret. It's going to rim around the other side now as Searle's going to pinch down. Now it's just going to be chipped down the ice. May not have enough for icing. Van Tassel back. He's got Sanson on him. Van Tassel, he'll tap it back to himself. He's going to fire a stretch pass there for Logan Tatry down the left side, and he takes a bump there from Monroe. A little bit of a return favor for the teammate. Now they're going to fire another cross-ice pass. Tapper. There's Green Lewis back out there now, so he's okay, and he tries to throw a hit right away in his first shift. So tough kid down there. It's Green Lewis as they fight down in the left corner for it. Tatry in there. Van Tassel unable to hold the line as it just comes outside now as he's going to fire a partner pass cross ice. The Elks are in the midst of getting back onside. Offside waved off here. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here in the first period. Up to the point. Searle fires it down low. Green Lewis down there. He's going to go body first. Now he's just going to pick that puck up and fire it through the middle, but it's going to find the stick of Van Tassel here as he fires that back down in the zone, and both defense will head for a change. The Elks are offside in the meantime. And Tatry went for the huge hit, but Monroe just blows right by him, and he's going to get right in there as the puck finds the stick of Tanner. She'll chip it up off the glass. Intensity very high early on in this one. Tanner, she'll saucer a pass cross ice, but it's intercepted now as in goes Greeno down in behold the Elks net, and it's going to bounce out front and on to the goaltender as two players get tangled up in front. And this time it was Green Lewis and Tanner, so Green Lewis putting himself in the tough areas here. Well, he just keeps on battling here, folks, as he's in on the face-off dot now. A nice move there from Tanner. She gets away from the forechecker. Good breakout here from the Elks. McPherson in over the line. Matheson stays on side. McPherson just going to fire that. That goes wide left. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here. The shot there, and the rebound sitting in the crease, and they couldn't put it home now as they try and bang away at the side of the net. Anxious moments in the West Hants crease. Another shot from the points deflected. That goes wide. A lot of the offense coming from the back end here as they start everything at the side or at the point. Now Johns is in there battling. Matheson down there as well. He's going to try and move it up to Kierstead, but he'll just swing it back for Kierstead. Kierstead through a crowd, hits a shin pad of Green Lewis. Opportunity in front, and he fired that one, but he hits his own teammate. The puck's going to come up to the right point. Tanner takes a bump there from Stevens. Stevens hits the deck as well. Another big hit down there in the corner. The body's just flying around the ice here in this one. Minute 30 left to go here in the first period. Now it's going to be ripped down the ice there, and that's going to be icing. There's good pressure offensively from the Elks. They held the Warriors in their zone for a better portion of that shift here, and they just had to shoot the puck back down the ice. So 3-2 Elks here in this one. Face-off one here by the Warriors. Pulled in behind the net here. Coming out with it now is Monroe, it looked like. Back across the ice. A shot from the point, blocked there by Leland Monroe. He tried to get off to the races now as Collins will flick that up to him. McLean out there now as well. McClellan. That's going to be chipped up to the point. Monroe's going to step into a shot there, and he blows one by the goaltender top shelf. And he goes for a celly by the bench as Monroe will tie things up with 48.3 seconds left to go in the first period. And once again, we are back to square one. An absolute laser beam from Monroe of the Warriors. And you can't get any more top shelf than that. That's where they hide the good stuff. It's McClellan now on the draw. Brookfield's going to push it through as Grinton. Finn Grinton. And Jack Grinton now is McClellan down in the zone. He's going to try and chip it to himself there, but it's going to get him behind the net. 30 seconds left to go here in the first. Elks are going to pick it up, and they're just going to head right down Broadway. A little bit too easy of a breakout there. The Elks are 3 wide now. Grinton going to the net. An opportunity there. Shot was blocked. Monroe, most recent goal scorer, is going to fire it up off the wall. It's going to be held in. Good partner pass cross for Wall. 15 seconds. He'll walk into a shot there. Tipped in front. Gets into the 5-hole. Now Monroe's going to take exception to that whack at the goalie, but it was a couple seconds before the whistle went and impossible to hold off in that scenario. So 12.2 left to go here. So Monroe's going to sit for roughing. So the Elks are going to go to the power play here. 12.2 seconds left, 8-6 of the shots on goal in favor of the Elks. Tatry is going to get that inside the zone. Patterson now, maybe enough time for one more shot, but it's going to be chipped past Wall. Wall is going to head back and retreat 3 seconds left now. Sanson might have an opportunity to get one on net, but the buzzer's going to go here, and that's going to do it for the first period. An eventful first period, a little bit of everything, but the score will finish the period at 3-3. We'll be back with second period here in just a moment. Back we go, second period action, 3-all tie to start things. The Elks are going to start on the power play here as Tapper's just going to get in over the line and fire one out in the net. And it should be mentioned that fantastic Cup of Joe here at the Hector Arena. What do you say, 50-year-old barn? We call it a barn, some people call it a rink. Either way, great spot to be. And now we're going to have a penalty right off the face-off as soon as the Elks touch up, as Van Tassel does now. It's going to be an interference call. The DJ here is no slouch, folks. He is right on it. Referee rocking the Vapor 10s, it looks like, out there. Those are some of the newest skates when I was about 15, 13 years old, but he's still out there buzzing in those, and whatever works. Don't switch it if it ain't broke, or don't break it if it ain't broke, or whatever that saying is. I'm a little bit lost for words right now as I've used a ton up today, but that's going to go down for icing here. So the West Hants Warriors will get a 30-second power play at the end of their penalty here. Face-off down inside the Elk zone to the face-off play there, and they're going to fire one home. Another one open the chest there as McClellan. Going to make no mistake, a secret power play or secret face-off play there turns up in a goal. As now the Warriors will take the lead. 4-on-4, a little more ice out there. And that is going to be off the stick there of Seth McClellan. He takes a backhand up top. It's going to be dumped back down inside the zone there. Going to get the red line and get it deep. Tapper back now for the Elks. Kept inside the zone. Van Tassel's going to head north now as he's tangled up a little bit. He'll move that up the ice for Tapper. Tapper takes a hit there from McClellan. And he's going to get possession now, but it's turned over. Patterson had an opportunity at the side of the net. Couldn't make good on it here, as now McClellan's just going to fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing. 4-on-4 hockey here for another 46 seconds. Quite the eventful game here. Full sail change, both sides. Sorry about that. Face-off now is going to be pushed to the right side. It's going to come all the way outside the zone. Going to be a puck race through the neutral zone here as McCumber goes back for it. Lance steps up into the play. Now it's going to be picked off there by Greeno. Greeno. Crossman dodges a check there from Lance. That puck's going to be ripped back inside the zone. Brookfield back now as Tanner picks it up. The captain here for the Elks. He's going to cut back and go the other way. Good escape move there. He eluded the forechecker and up over the center line. Over the left side, shot there, and down to one knee right away was Avery McCausland, and he blocked a point-blank slap shot, but it's quarterfinal hockey, folks, and you got to do what it takes to win. So now that centering pass is going to find the stick there of McCumber. Jocelyn McCumber down low. And a slow roller down the ice is going to go down for icing. Tatry, another 23 seconds left in his penalty. Face off down to the right there of Theoret. Picked off by the Elks, but the Warriors are going to gain possession. Kierstead at the left point, shoots that through a crowd, gets tipped up and over. Back down inside the zone. The Warriors are going to have an extra second here to break out. It's tipped back just outside the blue line. Kierstead's going to chip that in. Onside are the Elks. It's going to be cleared the length of the ice. There's going to be a foot race here as McCumber's going to race Tanner. It's going to go on to the goaltender. Tanner goes back for it. McCumber in on the forecheck. Back to even strength here, 5-on-5. Both players exit the box. Breakout pass there for Matheson. Matheson's going to fire that tape to Crow. Crow is going to battle Blanchard on the wall there. Now Matheson comes in to help out, but it looks like the play is going to be whistled dead on the offside. Face-off will come just outside the West Hants zone. LeMay and Green-Lewis on the draw. Now Crow's going to take that right off the face-off. He's going to put that in deep and give chase. Turned over at the right side. Now is bumped over on the wall. West Hants trying to clear. They're going to reverse it back the other way. It was McCausland. Pinching down from the left point is Wall. Wall takes a hit there from Johns. The puck's going to come out to the blue line for Green-Lewis, but he's unable to clear the zone now as Collins tries to fire that through the middle, but it's going to work its way out into the neutral zone. Wall, cross ice pass there for Crow. Crow's just going to grab that and fire it on net, a bouncing puck. Rebound's going to come out. An opportunity there, shot and kicked away from the goal is Theoret. Now 2 Warriors down low. Here's Crow just going to fire that back down. They're going to work behind the goal line now. There's Grinton now in behind the net, working hard, working on the cycle game here as he's just going to try and push his way back through. Back out front there. Aaron pass, but it finds a stick of Wall. That shot is blocked by Green-Lewis, and he's just going to send that the length of the ice. It's up on its edge, and it actually rolls away from the goaltender Grinton. So that's going to be an icing call here. So a little bit of a slower pace to the second start as these two teams come out absolutely fire on all cylinders. 7 goals in the game so far. Lots of action across the High Button Sports YouTube pages. But for now, we'll stick with this one here, the quarterfinal matchup. Like I said, if you're just joining us, win and move on, you lose and go home. Tournament è finito. It's 4-3 now. We look like we're in an old school shootout here. So there's going to be another penalty here to the Warriors as they touch up now. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Lance. Brody Lance is going to head to the penalty box. So it's going to be 2 for head contact there. I do love as a commentator when the ref gives the player a clear and concise reasoning behind the penalty, and he read the lips there and he said, I'm just going to give you 2, but be careful out there. Veteran officials out here today. As Van Tassel's going to fire that across. Good job by Tapper to open himself up there and make sure he gets that. And a good cross-ice pass there is fired on net, and it's deflected into the corner. Tapper's just going to rim that back around the other side. Looking for an option from the corner. Going to fire that off the side of the net, and why not? No shot is a bad shot here as Searle will hold the line. He's going to take a little bit of a bump there as the West Hants player went flying into the thing. A shot there, point blank. Rebound comes to the side of the net. Shot, what a save there from Theoret. They try and clear the front of the net now as Tapper's going to pick it up. He'll fire it back through. And Tassel's going to hurry. He'll get there. He's just going to fire that on net as he takes a hit. Now a shot from the point once again. Opportunity for McClellan. Van Tassel thought about pinching down, but he saw 2 blue jerseys coming at him now, and a good stretch pass there. 3-on-1. Tapper tries to go back door. He does. Shot there. They score! Logan Tatry takes the feed from Tapper, who may have sold the shot. And another power play goal for the Brookfield Elks as they'll take this game and tie it up. So back to center ice we go. 8 goals already in this game, and we are just about halfway through the game. So this one's going to go right till the street lights come on. Next goal wins type of scenario. So the man advantage coming up clutch here for the Brookfield Elks, but a 3-on-1. You at least got to get a shot on net, and they do, and they find the back of the net there as McPherson's just going to try and get that in deep. The puck's going to come back outside the line. Tanner's just going to pick that up and fire it in. It's played off the hand by Johns. Johns is going to go back in behind his own net. He's just going to fire that off the wall. That's going to get by everybody and out into the neutral zone here as Kierstead will pick it up here for the Elks. He'll turn and fire it over. He's down inside the zone now. Looking for their opportunity there off the side of the net. Crossman. Down in that corner. He's up and out of play here. Face-off's going to stay inside the Warrior zone here. So look off the draw here. Johns clears his man out of the way. The Warriors are back in transition, but it's turned over by the Elks once more as they're back inside their zone. They'll chip it off the wall. Try to get it inside the zone now, but it's turned over and back the other way. Now they're going to fight for it on the wall here just in front of us. Now it's chipped through the middle. Crow looking for that loose puck. LeMay now in over the line. He'll shoot that there, and a glove save by Theoret, but the rebound comes free. 8:35 left to go here in the second period. Down in our blind spot down there in the corner. That's going to be chipped down the ice. No icing on the play, or maybe that was the coach yelling no, but regardless, now it will be whistled down, and we're going to go back down inside the Warrior zone. Right side, or the left side of Theoret, our right. Lefts and rights. Something I should know. It's going to be down the corner. They're going to fire that at the net. It's going to get in behind now as they wheel it back the other side. Tapper going to fire that through the crease. Now a shot there. That's blocked. Patterson on it. He turns and fires it. Another opportunity there. Saved by Theoret. Monroe comes in and he's going to throw the body back up to the point. Wall is going to pick it up. He'll fire it. Blocked in front. And the Warriors are just going to send that the length of the ice. That one may get down on the goaltender, and it will. As Grinton's going to hang on to that one, and we'll have a face-off down inside the Elk zone now. Left side there of the goaltender, or our left side once again mixed it up. Good hard pass there from Van Tassel just in front of the booth now as Tapper's going to work in over the zone. Going to get that one in deep. Rimmed around the other side. Picked off by the Elks as they're going to center that pass, but picked off once again. Van Tassel will get another opportunity. Good partner pass there for Searle. Searle fires that through a crowd. The puck's sitting in the crease, and it's cleared away now. It's going to be dumped back down inside the Warrior zone. Picked up here by Johns. Johns looking for the options. He'll find Sanson. Sanson on the right side through the neutral zone. Up through the middle. Back to Sanson. Through the middle again. An opportunity there to get it on net. Just fired in the corner there. Get the pucks in deep. Now they're going to fire that through the middle. An opportunity here. Patterson 2-on-2 forming. They're going to try and go right back across the blue line for Tapper. And now it's going to be picked off by Green Lewis. Green Lewis in over the line. He's going to knock down his opponent, and he'll get back on the puck. Johns is just going to fire that, and we're going to have a penalty here. It's going to be an interference call. So An interesting call, but call is made as Green Lewis now just a little bit more physical after being hit hard in the first period, as rightfully so. He either wakes you up or shies you away, and Green Lewis hasn't shied away one bit here from the physicality. That puck's going to be cleared the length of the ice now. So we're just going to leave that one in our blind spot down there in that corner. Wish we could see it, but we cannot. Down over the left side there is Van Tassel. Van Tassel with a shot there, he scores. Rigby Van Tassel makes it 5-4 Elks in the quarterfinals. 6:21 left to go here in the second period. And the Brookfield Elks bench very, very pumped up here, as that was an absolute laser beam from Mr. Rigby Van Tassel. Just like that, it's 5-4. For the Elks, we'll get the scoreboard updated for you here. Back to center. We go now. That cross ice pass for Crossman. Crossman in over the line, looking for his options down in the corner. Oh, front now, another opportunity. Shot, they score. Matheson in the high slot. Going to beat Theoret up over the shoulder and under the bar. And before they could even announce the fifth goal, the Brookfield Elks take a 2-goal lead now. Back to center we go. Crow's just going to try and get that one in deep. Comes outside the line now. So delayed offside. Brookfield tags up. That's going to be rimmed around. In behind the net now. Player lost his stick in front. Back down low. Back up to the point they go. Pushed into the middle there. Johns is going to win the battle, but the puck's going to squirt free for Crow. Grinton down in the far corner. They're going to pull it back out to the point. Shot there through a crowd. The save made by Theoret. Now Grinton's going to throw a big hit down there in the corner. The puck's going to come out now as Green Lewis. He's going to get that puck outside. Tanner back here for the Elks. She'll turn. Look for the options. Fires it off the boards, but it turned over. Stevens just fires it towards the net. Doesn't quite make its way there. 5 minutes left to go here in the second period before we head to our intermission. Green Lewis down in the far corner. He takes a bump. They turn and fire that. It just goes wide there as Grinton was screened in front. That's going to be tipped off. Back up to the point for Johns. Johns is going to fire that one towards the net. Grinton makes a save. The rebound's there. They try and pull it to the back end. They do now. And they find the back of the net on the rebound. And the seesaw battle continues. 6-5 Collins on the doorstep. And he'll cut the lead to 1 now. Keeping us on our toes here. Back down inside the zone. Sorry about that there. I'll be much better on the camera here, folks. So many goals in this thing, keeping us buzzing up here in the booth. Back to Tatry at the point. He's just going to push that one down low. Oh, front there, shot there. Theoret makes the save, and he'll hang on. Face off one cleanly here by the Elks. Shot there through a distance, tipped. Nobody knows where it is. They find it now. Tapper in behind the net. It's going to come around the right side. It's going to go back up top to Wall. Wall fires that. That bounced in on net. It's going to be pushed back down low. And behind the net here. Still with it are the Elks. McClellan throws a hit. Away go the Warriors in transition. Sanson had that poked off his stick by Wall. Good stop and start there from Tatry, and I thought McClellan was going to come through for a hit. Something happened to him as he heads off the ice. He's good to go though. Looks like his helmet made it come unhinged there as Tapper. Now he's going to pick it up. Good job to get back on side. Tapper tries to poke that free. Blanchard now. Tapper shot there. Blocker save. Theoret. Down in that right corner. 3:20 left to go here. Out front for Tapper. Tapper's going to fire it across for Wall. Wall across for Van Tassel. Van Tassel shot there. Tried to go short side glove and fired it up off the end wall. Now there's going to be a penalty in front. Delayed reaction from the referee, but going to go for an interference call here. So the Elks are going to go back to the power play. Face off here on the power play. 6-5 lead here for the Elks. A shot there from Searle. They're just getting pucks to the net here are the Elks. Turned around the other side. Picked up now. The Warriors look to get out of the zone there. Good job by the linesman to get out of the way of that as that puck's going to go all the way down inside the Brookfield zone. 2:50 left to go here. In this period as that puck's going to make its way back up the ice. Clearing attempt, picked off there, almost. Now it's going to be held in at the line. Now it'll be chipped out through the neutral zone, but it's going to be picked up here by Masson. The Elks are onside, so they're going to work their way inside the zone. Masson's going to drive wide in behind the net. Looking for his options. He's going to go back up top to Searle. Searle's going to fire that through a crowd as the crowd forms in front of the net. The Warriors are away in transition as they're just going to fire that one down. In behind the net now. 2:15 left to go. Now Masson is going to get that breakout pass. Now it's going to be dripped back in there. Minute left to go here on the penalty kill for the Warriors. McClellan's going to get in there. Chip pass up the wall. Crossman will pick it up. So Matheson 3-on-2 forming here for the Elks. They can get in a hurry here. So now the Warriors going to get that puck out. John's going to send that up for McClellan. McClellan has got Tanner on him. She'll pinch him off into the wall. He'll whack her out of the way. It was good defensive positioning now as that saucer pass a little bit too saucy to pick up. As now they'll fire through the middle. Good option there as Crow was wide open. Into the feet now as Crow's just going to continue on down the left side. He's going to work in behind the net. He centers it through the crease there. Nobody home for the Elks. Minute 20 left to go. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty to Monroe. So he's back on his feet, ready to enter. Minute 15 left here. Back to the point, shot through a crowd. And Theoret will make the save. And hang on here with a minute 6 as Monroe is just freed from the box. So last minute to play here in the second period, officially now. 24-11 are the shots here for the Elks. McCausland's going to pick that up. He's going to pull it back to himself in the corner. And behind the net now. As Tanner will slot down, fire towards the net. It's going to work out into the slot. Crow is going to step up at the blue line and pokes that puck off the stick of Monroe. Now as Kierstad's going to get that. He's going to try and fire that at the net. Monroe takes a bump from Crow. A shot from the point is stopped along the way. Grinton, nice look there as that shot through a crowd. The rebound comes loose. They bang away at it in front of the net. And now we're going to have some extra stuff in front of here. What started out as a slow moment turned into some pushing and shoving. With 32 seconds flat left here. Face off down to the right here of Theoret. Face off one and push to the side here by the Elks. Just under 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Back to Tatry. Tatry's going to tee one up there. Green Lewis out there at the top of the circle to block that one as the rebound comes loose. Back pass there as Collins is going to pick it up. Collins with a goal already in this game, and that's just going to get onto the stick of the Elks player. They might have another opportunity. Good job by Tapper just to leave that puck before he entered the zone, as he knew he still had a player inside, as they're going to work in behind the goal line now. Datry is going to fire that through the crease. Loose puck. Tapper's going to have time to turn and fire. He does. Shot there into the crease, and that's going to do it here for the second period. After 2 complete periods of play, Brookfield 6, West Hants Warriors 5. We'll head to the intermission, and we'll be back with third period action when we return. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here inside the Hector Arena in Pictou, Nova Scotia for this quarterfinal matchup. Number 1, the U15A division. First 2 periods ended in a 6-5 lead here for the Brookfield Elks. As we're getting ready for the 3rd period puck drop now. We'll see if the Elks can hold on to their lead, but the way this game has been going, it's going to be last shot, last goal wins type of deal. Back to center ice we go. 15 minutes up on the board. This game ends tied after regulation. It'll start as a 4-on-4, 5-minute overtime. Next game after this will be U15AA, the Acadia Axemen and the Dartmouth Whalers in their quarterfinal matchup here at the Hector Arena. We're just about ready now. Puck is dropped here for the 3rd period. And it's chipped off the wall by Johns. Now it's going to be pushed back up. It was McPherson. They're just going to get the line and get it in. It's McCausland. Down in the corner. They chip through the middle. Nice pass over to Van Tassel. Van Tassel shoots at blocker side. It was kicked aside by Thierret. Back to the point. Shot there again. Another laser by Van Tassel. They're going to move it around to the right side. Chipped off the wall, but held in at the wall. Back out into the neutral zone. Good job by Van Tassel to release there early from the zone as he picked up on the potential puck and being the last man back. So he's going to get the red line and fire that in deep. Now the Elks are going to maintain possession here as McClellan tried to get the red line and turned it over there as Matheson's going to fire it in. Thierret's just going to catch it and drop it there to his teammate. They're going to send it up ice here. Good job to take a look there. Nice move at the line, but it ends up going to the Elks there as Matheson's going to take that stretch pass. Johns is there to intercept as he chips it up the wall. As Matheson now is going to get a step there. Green Lewis back to help out. Matheson down the left side. He's going to fire that off the pad. Thierret back in his crease. Green Lewis is going to take a big hit there from Bria Tanner. She stepped right up and took away that lane, and Green Lewis hasn't shot away from the rough stuff at all here, because now it's going to be sent the length of the ice. I'm going to go all the way back down to the Brookfield zone.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stop.
Face off one here by the Warriors. Back to the point. Blanchard's going to fire that cross ice. Monroe was outside the zone. Back down inside the zone they go. The Elks trying to break out. Tanner's just going to fire that cross ice. It's going to go all the way to the length of the ice. Monroe's going to hustle up for that one, so that'll definitely be icing as he's going to flick that up to himself. Face off down to the right there of Grinton. Wall's going to pick that up, but he's stick checked there in the meantime. Puck's going to squirt back out into the crease area, but it's whacked in behind the goal line now. Much colder rink here at the Hector Arena than we were spoiled with at the Pictou County Wellness Center, but guess what that means, folks? Better ice, in my opinion. In behind the net now. The Elks are trying to get broken out, but good job there. Their Warriors are leaving 2 guys high. And now it's going to cloud the middle. Poked off there. Green Lewis pokes that puck. He'll throw a hit. Now it's going to be ripped back down the ice again. Monroe back for it, but that's going to be another icing here. So, anxious moments now as time ticks away here. Face off down inside the Brookfield zone now. We're going to have a new centerman here for the Elks. As Tatry comes in now, he's just going to try and push that forward and carry on. Back down inside the zone. Oh, and a dangerous play down there, but ends up nothing coming of it. It's just going to sit on the side of the net. There's Thierret. He's going to smother that on the post. Faceoff's going to stay down inside the Warriors zone here. West Hants trailing by 1 here. 12-11 left to go in the third. Back to the point. Wall fanned on that. It goes off the end wall. Tatry fake to the point now. A spin around pass there for Tapper. Tapper still with it. Backdoor, he taps it. Oh, what a save there from Thierry. Now the rebound up over the net. Tapper on the loose puck. Fires it through the crease, and that's going to get all the way down into his own defensive zone. What a sequence there from the goaltender Thierry. He was able to get a toe on that. Now McClellan's going to head back towards his own net. He's going to try and open things up here. Now he's just going to fire across ice, so puck's going to stay inside the zone. Now we're going to have a penalty, even though the man stays on his feet there as the rebound comes free. And there's going to be a penalty on the play as the Elks are going to go back to the power play here. An opportunity to extend the lead here for the Elks. Now we're going to have a discussion at center ice. McPherson wants in on the info. So now it's going to be a penalty as the penalty box attendants already got the door open down there. Brody Lance once again here for the Warriors. So like I said, a great opportunity here to extend the lead as they trail by 1 here. Brookfield and Tassel fakes the shot. He's going to go down low. They're going to work in behind the net now is Matheson. He's going to come back up top with it. Back down low. Pass there through on the tough side there as McPherson wanted that puck at the back post, but sometimes you don't get to see what's actually there. West Hants faithful not happy with what just transpired down there at the net. Searle shot there, that was blocked. Green Lewis is just going to fire that the length of the ice. That's going to go all the way down off the end wall. Green Lewis is going to give chase. Van Tassel, he'll turn. He's going to fire a hard pass up for Matheson, tape to tape through the middle of the ice now. Crossman, a little bit late getting there, so it's going to go back inside. Partner pass coming here across for Van Tassel. Van Tassel head up all the way. Nice pass, another tape to tape one. Is Crossman going to have to bear down on that twig here if he wants to take a pass from Van Tassel, as he's not letting up one bit. As Searle loaded up for that hit. Now Van Tassel's just going to pick the puck up. He looks up, he sees some ice, so he's just going to hit the gas. He's going to work down the left side. Works down in, stays with it. Van Tassel can't be knocked off his feet here as he just continues to battle down low. 55 seconds left in the penalty to Lance. Van Tassel centers that puck, takes a hit. Back to Tanner, she shoots it. Now Crossman is going to bring it back to Tanner. Tanner walks the line, shoots that. That hits a body in front. Nobody can find it. The Warriors do now. It's going to be shot down the length of the ice. Van Tassel is going to head back for it here. Going to get the crossovers going. He'll pick that up off the end wall, and he's going to move up ice, head north. He's going to stay wide. Now he'll cut to the middle. He's going to take the ice where it's available. Now he's just going to move in. Down to the backhand there, fired it towards the net. The rebound comes loose. Matheson, opportunity shot there, and he goes up over the goal and off the glass, and a good read by Tanner. Now as away go the Warriors in transition. Up the ice is McClellan. McClellan fires that on net. Grinton's going to slide across and make the glove save and hang on. 4 seconds left. That's partner pass is going to come outside the zone, but we're back to even strength now. Big kill there from the Warriors. He's going to come outside the zone now. Brookfield's going to come up through the neutral zone. The Warriors are just going to retreat. They're going to go 5 deep across the blue line. McClellan goes for the hit. Now it's going to be picked up by Sanson. Good job there by Kierstead to stay strong at the line as Grinton now had that puck bounced off his stick and a hit opportunity, and the Warriors player took the worst of it. Now as Grinton shot there, that was blocked in front by Monroe. Big block there as they continue to try and get back into this one. That's going to be ripped the length of the ice, and that's going to go all the way down for icing. Down inside the zone we go. Another offensive zone face-off here. 8:49 left to go here in the third period. Face-off's pushed to the side. He's trying to stick handle his way through traffic now as Collins will get on that puck. Back around the other side. I hear the coach here on the Brookfield side yelling, calm down. You're leading by 1. Let's not get too overzealous here. Away they go. The Warriors trying to get out of their zone now as Blanchard finds that puck. He's going to fire through the middle. Up there, it's going to be poked by. 2-on-1 forming here. Sanson's going to try and move through the middle lane there, but the puck is picked off as Crow going to pick it up, and there's a delayed penalty here as West Hants touches up, and Theoret was just heading to the bench. And then West Hants touches the puck, and they're going to be penalized. Theoret liked that one there. The Brookfield centerman took a spill right before the puck was dropped. That was Patterson. Back to the point, shot there. Theoret kicked it aside, looking for the rebound now as it goes back to the right side. Tapper just a little bit late getting there. So that's going to be fired cross ice, picked off. And it's going to come outside the zone now as Wall's just going to wheel back. He's just going to fire that back inside as the Elks tag up. In behind the net now, inside. 8 minutes to go here in the third. 1-goal lead. Away go the Warriors up ice. That's McCausland right from the defensive end there. Getting set up for the hit. Pass through the middle for Tatry. Tatry 1-on-2. He'll wire a slap shot or try to wire a slap shot. Gets the shot on net anyway. 36 shot on goal here for the Brookfield Elks. That's going to be pushed up. Tapper's going to fire that back to the point. One-time shot there, and it got deflected along the way. Theoret stays on it and grabs it and covers up. Hector Arena, home of the Subway Selects in the Major Midget Female Hockey League. Very good team playing out of the Hector Arena here. And if my memory serves me correctly, I remember one of their players, Kendall Doran, maybe from the high performance camp. So usually I don't forget those type of things. As Searle's going to get the puck back here for the Elks. 50 seconds left here in the man advantage. That's going to come outside the zone. They're just going to flip it back in here as the Elks are going to have to tag up. And now they will. Good job there to wait for the entire unit. So the Warriors are just going to send that the length of the ice. It'll make it about 3/4 of the way. Cross-ice pass for Tatry right on the tape. Tatry's going to slow it down. He's just going to drop it there for Patterson. Patterson gets caught up in the traffic. Now he's going to have time to shoot that. He shoots it through a crowd. Rebound comes off the end wall. And in behind the net, working out front there, in between his own legs. Patterson still with it. He's being tied up by Johns. They both hit the deck. Van Tassel will hold the line as he's slotted in there. Down below, Patterson lost his stick, but he's going to grab it back. A wraparound opportunity to try to bank it in off the goaltender. It's Patterson now. He shoots that. That's blocked by Johns. 8 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Warriors as they're just going to dump that down. Johns is going to get that in deep. And we're going to have a whistle on the play. I guess it's going to be icing. Maybe they just didn't dump it in time. 6:18 left to go here. Shots on goal, 37-12 in favor of the Brookfield Elks. Like I said, a lot of their offenses come from the back end. They get shots to the net, a lot of traffic, and they bang home some rebounds. And they've done that a couple times here in this game. So 11 total goals here in this game. And now we're going to have a delayed penalty here to the Elks. Theoret's going to head to the bench now for the extra attacker. Monroe's going to go down the left side, stopped up by Tanner. As the Brookfield Elks are going to touch it up now, and we'll get the call here. Matheson with a few choice words for the referee, and I read the lips from here. Would you like another one? Been in that scenario before, folks, and when they ask you if you want another one, they are ready to tee you up for it. It's a little bit of bait, but they're looking for you to take it. And that's just the way she goes. A good job by Matheson to keep his cool there. That's going to be sent the length of the ice. Here it's going to come out to play it. Now it's going to be turned over. Crossman down on the forecheck, stole it from Johns. Michigan attempt there as Crossman got it up on the stick and he flung it out of play. That faceoff's going to come outside. He actually almost pulled it off. His buddy's kid play. Oh, that partner pass down inside the zone. They're going to stretch it out here, looking for McClellan up through the neutral zone. So now Kierstead just going to fire that down on the goaltender here. It's just going to play that off the pad. 5.5 left to go here. As Green Lewis now is going to cut through traffic, had his head down there, so he ran into some traffic. McClellan now down the left side. Good step up there. As Kierstead stepped right up and poked that puck off the stick. Now as Tanner's in behind her own net, she's going to open things up and tried to clear it, but it's going to come back to the line. Doesn't quite come out. That's going to be knocked down. McClellan, no eye stick as they just turn and fire through the middle dangerously. Just going to fire that back in behind the net. 55 seconds left. Oh, and a weird bounce there as the clearing attempt hit something in front and rolled through the crease. That puck's going to get down the length of the ice. Johns is going to hustle down on it. He's going to pick it up in behind his own net. He'll hit the brakes. It's the Brookfield forechecker. Fell. That was Grinton. Tried to get the red line, but it's stolen there. Nice move as that's going to be pushed through the middle. Green Lewis now. He's going to use his body. He knocks his forechecker down. Green Lewis fires that through. Hits a stick. Now an opportunity for McClellan there as he was in all alone, but the puck rolled off his stick. Now the Warriors are going to maintain possession. Sanson out front to Green Lewis. Shot there, that was tipped, that goes wide. Sanson with it. He's going to fire it out front there. Johns is going to have to get there quick. He takes it on the backhand, stops up, fires it through the middle, and it's kicked out into the neutral zone area. And we are going to have a penalty here, a tripping call with 3 seconds left in the penalty to Matheson. And Wall's going to sit here. Wall not happy with the call. So another opportunity here for the Warriors as Matheson is on his feet, ready to return to the play. Coach gives him the nod. He's going to head right to the play. Tells him to stay calm out there. 4 minutes left here on the clock.
Heads up.
Opportunity there. Good heads up by the camera operator here. Now as Tatry's tripped up on the way down the ice, play continues. He's going to have to get back in the play. 5-on-3 the other way now. As Monroe's just going to fire that on net. Tried to sneak one by Grinton. So now Van Tassel will pick it up. He's just going to fire that the length of the ice now as he gives Monroe a little bit of a shove after the play. Cross ice pass there, right on the tape. Monroe runs into Matheson. Matheson's just going to get that in deep. Monroe just continues on. Matheson wants no part of that here. 3.5 minutes left to go. You don't want to take any more penalties here. You're already shorthanded. And McClellan's going to wheel around the net. Good read there by the forechecker now as they get caught up in their own feet. Looks like Greeno looking for Sanson. Sanson just a little bit behind the play. Now Van Tassel's going to use the glass to his advantage. He'll get that out into the neutral zone. 3 minutes. 7 seconds left here in the third. Monroe once again tees one up from the red line. So Van Tassel's going to get it. He's just going to fire that the length of the ice, and that had some zip on it, and Theod had to be careful. He just played that one with the pad. Both these teams just firing biscuits on the basket here from any which angle. Now a centering pass there as Matheson was in behind the D. 38 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Wall on his feet already, ready to return. Now they're going to fight for it down there. Matheson killing some crucial time down there. You can't really see it in your screen, but the cameraman working his hardest to give you that view. Matheson's just going to wheel back with it. Now he's going to gain some speed. He unintentionally leaves it there. Van Tassel, he's going to pick it up, and he's going to fire that up and over everybody. and down the ice as he'll head for a change now. 2 minutes left to go. They're going to want to get him back out later on in this sequence. 8 seconds left to go. Wall ready to go. Crossman's going to return to the ice here from the bench as the line change happens. There's Matheson came off after being freed. Wall's out of the box now. 5-on-5 here for the last 2 minutes. Picked off inside the zone. Tapper. Collins is going to fire that back through the middle of the ice now. Picked off. They fight for it. Follow the bouncing puck here in the neutral zone. Green Lewis, he's going to make a move there. Had it picked off. Kierstead into the feet. As Tanner just gets rid of that. Goes up and just outside the zone. It's going to be pushed back towards the end zone, but it was picked off here now. Monroe once again tees up a clapper from the neutral zone. 95 seconds left to go here in the third period. Brookfield hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Great job by the linesman there to get out of the way of that one. Now it's going to be picked off. Good read there from Crossman. Crossman's not going to waste any time. He's just going to get that puck in deep. 200 feet from your net is the idea here. It's Tanner. She's just going to fire that back down the wall. Monroe's going to pick it up behind his own net. He's going to fire that cross ice. Kierstead read it. Got a piece of it. Good job by Crossman to get off the ice, or it could have been too many men. McClellan in on the forecheck, but the puck escapes the zone now as Tanner's caught. Opportunity here for the Warriors down the left side. A shot there. Saved by Grinton. The rebound comes free into the crease. 58 seconds left to go. Last minute to play here. As Monroe fires that. That goes wide, and McCausland, good job to get there quickly. Tanner's just going to fire that down the length of the ice, and that could go into the empty net, and it will, and that's going to do it here, folks. 44.4 seconds left. Rhea Tanner, the captain of the Elks, leads the way and fires that puck, just trying to get it out of the zone, but it ends up going in the net, and that's a 2-goal lead now for the Elks. I shouldn't say that's going to do it, but it certainly feels that way. 7-5 lead for the Elks here late in this one. They're going to get it back down inside the offensive zone. Matheson tried to go short side bunk. 35 seconds left on the clock now. Tees it up. Tatry saved there. Maybe hit Green Lewis in front. He'll tip it out into the neutral zone. Van Tassel's just going to turn, fire that back in deep. 25 seconds left to go. Quarter of a minute. Only know that because of money. McClellan now tried to pull it, stepped up now as that hits his own player. Van Tassel's just going to fire that down the ice, and that's going to go down for icing, but no, it's not actually. As Theoret comes out to play it, now it's going to be pushed down the ice. Van Tassel's going to swing back. He's going to eat that puck and fire through the neutral zone, and a shot from afar. And the Brookfield Elks will live to see another day as they'll move on to the semifinals tomorrow morning with a 7-5 victory over the West Hants Warriors. Congratulations to the Warriors for making it to the quarterfinals. They come up a little bit short. It's 40-13, the final shots on goal. We'll stick around for the player of the game, and then we'll move on to the handshake and the player of the game ceremony, and then we'll move on to our next game here, slated to start at 7:30, the Dartmouth Whalers and the Acadia Axemen in the U15A division. We'll just step aside for just a moment here. We'll wait for the handshake to conclude. And you're going to get a nice up-front look of the player of the game ceremony right in front of the broadcast booth here. But a great game all around, and it started out hot. 12 goals in the game, filled with hits, passes, block shots, saves, and most importantly, goals. So the teams are going to line up on their respective blue lines here. And we'll wait to get the official call. So waiting here now. We're trying to figure out who's going to do the announcing. Maybe a little bit of a tougher decision than we thought. It's the Heron Buick Chevrolet player of the game here. Monroe's going to take player of the game honors here for the Warriors. You see him in your screen there now. So he'll go by the other team and give his taps there as a true sign of sportsmanship here. At the end of the day, it's just a game, folks. So he'll give his taps to the other team as much as you don't want to on the losing end of things. That's the way it goes. And it's going to be Matheson here for the Elks. Couple penalties, couple points. And he'll go down and do the same thing here past the Warriors, but they're going to head off the ice, so that will do it for us here in this one. Thank you very much for tuning in for this quarterfinal matchup. Brookfield Elks will play in the semis tomorrow morning. And we'll be back live here in a few minutes. The Dartmouth Whalers and the Acadia Axemen.